Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise, and here at this channel, we offer dating advice for women who are 55 and older to date hypergamously, meaning dating someone of a higher social and economic level. So I just came from a quote date, maybe not a real date. The gentleman that I am practicing hypergamy with offered to buy me a replacement tire for my car. He looked at my car and, oh yeah, I needed air put in it, and I hate to put air in my tire. I have the little gadget to measure the air pressure, but every time I insert the tire mechanism, I hear air come out. I can't tell if it's air, if the air is going into my tire or air is seeping out of my tire. So anyway, I asked him to put the air in, and he looked at my tires and he said, you know, this one right here needs to be replaced. So when I was talking to him on Sunday or Monday, he mentioned that he was going to get his oil changed on his car. So I said, well, what about that tire place? You said you knew where I could get a tire. So he offered to buy me a tire. So we go to the place today, and the tire shop is closed. And we look at the hours, and, you know, it's a Wednesday. They're supposed to be open, but they're not. So then he said, you know, well, where do you want to go? So I said, you know, it's 1:30, it's lunchtime. So he said, okay, where would you like to go? So I pull out my phone and I see a Caribbean restaurant. I love Caribbean food, Indian food, Ethiopian food, pretty much all kinds of ethnic food I like. So I said, let's go to the Caribbean place. So we end up there, and we had a discussion the night before and we seem to always have these discussions about my expectations of men paying for dating me. And so we had that discussion last night. So I said, you know, are you hungry? He said no, he ate before he left. Well, this is a man who is, quote, retired, so he can eat before he leaves. So when we get to the place, I order oxtails, which comes up to like almost $30. He is sitting, this is a takeout place, so he's sitting on a stool. And so when the man says the price, I'm thinking he's behind me, but he's sitting on the stool. So he is expecting me to pay. So I politely turn and look at him, and he's like, oh, okay. And he gives his debit card. So when so I place my order, and he's sitting down on a stool, sort of like this, with his back turned. So the counter is back here. He's sitting at the counter, and his back is kind of toward, it doesn't matter how his back is, but he's kind of facing the register. So I'm used to a man that I'm with and dating and getting to know, getting up and getting me a seat and place it beside him. He pulls out his phone when I approach. He pulls out his phone. So I get the stool, and I'm doing a experiment. I get the stool and I place it beside him. So normally, if someone does that, friend or female friend and female friend, female to female or female to male, normally the person whose back is sort of turned to the person will straighten up so that his or her back is not to the person. He didn't do that. So I was like, okay, mental note. So I sat down and I said, well, let me give him a few minutes to, you know, correct his posture. He did not. So I got up and I put the seat back where I found it and sat on it. It could have been like a good three feet away from him. So when he finished with his phone, he looked at me and said, did you move your seat? I said, yes, I did. I thought you wanted some privacy, because he was looking at his phone. And he didn't say anything. So I moved my seat back to him. Again, I'm thinking this is something a man would do who's interested in me. So I moved my stool back to him. So then they called for the food. my order, and they had already put it in a bag and put napkins and everything and sat it on the counter for me to pick up. I sat there for a few minutes, not minutes, seconds, and he didn't move to pick it up for me. So I picked it up. I walked toward the door, and well, as I walked to pick up my food, there was this tall, dark, handsome man standing at the register. And when he called my order, he kind of turned around so that he could fully face me as I came from this direction to pick up my food from the counter. And his eyes were so like big and bright and wide, and he was so welcoming to me that I gave him, you know, the biggest smile that I could without you know, causing any kind of feeling with the dude that I'm with, because there's this huge wall mirror where he could see if I did anything out of line. And I'm about being respectful to people. So I smile at him really broadly, no teeth, and pick up my food. And so the guy I'm with follows me, and I wait for him to open the door, and it was drizzling outside, and I waited for him to open the car door for me to get into the car. So now he's gotten a little attitude, because I guess he thought that I was going to pay for my meal. And if he had said, no, I'm not going to pay for it, that would have been fine. I wouldn't have paid. I would just say, I'm sorry, and just walked out, and he would have driven me home or driven me. I left, we were in my car, so his car was at his apartment in a parking lot. So anyway, that's what happened with him. So on the way home, I'm thinking about, you know, his behavior and everything. So I have to be realistic. I'm practicing on this dude. Eventually, he's going to deselect himself, meaning he's just not going to see me anymore, because he doesn't have the income to support the basic necessities of what I'm looking for. He doesn't even have the etiquette of what I'm used to. And he's just practiced. So I get to practice how to speak femininely, how to get my point across, how not to argue. He wanted to pick a fight about the GPS, you know, Google Maps telling him this turn, that turn, the other turn. Well, you know, if you make a wrong turn, the app will just course correct and reroute you, and it might be a long way, but you made the wrong turn. So he wanted to argue about that. I didn't give into that. I just listened. He wanted to, you know, wanted my reaction on a young lady who was walking against traffic, really. I mean, it was a small cross street. We're in a residential neighborhood. And so the light was green for us to go, but she was crossing the street. He's like, did you see her? I said, yes. And you don't have anything to say about it? You know, what did you think? I said, I have no opinion. I don't know why she crossed like that. You know, she could have been, you know, thinking about her mother who has COVID. How do I know? Do I care? Just don't hit her. So anyway, he wanted to pick an argument about that. Shira71 has a recent video. I'm going to put the link in the description box, where she says about standards and having standards, and men who try to shame you. She didn't use that word. Get you to change your standards. He's trying to get me to change my standards. I'm not. Some people will say, well, why are you wasting time? I'm not wasting time. I'm practicing. I need to practice so that when the right man who meets my standards show up, I'm already doing what I know to do and not practicing on him. So I wanted to show you, this is what I wore on our, you know, get the tire fixed thing. So I may have shown you this outfit before, but this is my go-to thing, okay? This is my go-to outfit. These are black, bluish gray. They're yoga pants. but because they have a boot cut, it gives it a little bit more of a style to them. This jacket you may have seen, I got this off Amazon, and I have Black Leather Booties by Sam Edelson. I love Sam Edelson. So these are Black Leather Booties by Sam Edelson. You might not be able to see it, but there's a little V right here that dips down, and it has, like I said, I like a kitten heel. It has a kitten heel. I can't wear those really tall shoes anymore. And remember, I have a video that talks about accessorizing based on the hardware on your purse. So this is silver hardware. This strap used to be really, really long. Like, you know, the strap used to come from here. This is how long the strap was. And I went to the shoe repair shop and had them cut it down so that it could fit comfortably under my arm like this. This purse is from Nine West. Actually, it's two purses. So you can unhook the purse and it becomes two. And the strap unhooks as well. So you can use them together like this or separately. Love it. It's not leather. It's by Nine West. You can see it right here. It's by Nine West. And so I got this little cute Laureate necklace. I like Laureate necklaces because they can go down low in between, you know, the cleavage area. They can make that area look really sexy. I told you in one of my videos that I feel my physical asset is my cleavage, and another area is my waist. And I feel height, weight proportionate, breasts, waist, hips, all of that is proportionate. So this is my outfit that I wore today. And it's my go-to outfit for the fall. You know, it's not really hot, it's not really cold, so it's right in between. There's a cat in my yard, and I've seen this cat. It's like, he must like this yard. Because he's old. And even when I have my front, excuse me, I digress. Sorry. So, yeah, this is what I wore today for my, get my tired that didn't happen. And I got Caribbean food, oxtails, cabbage, and plantains. And it is really, and peas and rice. It's really, really good. So yes, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And I appreciate, I have 26 subscribers now. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please like the video if you like the video. And, I will see you in the next one. Oh, and I ordered some things off of Amazon. Again, the videos that I did with the flower dresses, with the, you know, the back out and stuff, I didn't feel comfortable with those dresses. So I sent them back. I'm sending them back because when I unwrap something and wear it, it has to say yes. You know, I have to feel like there's this feeling that happens in me that says, yes, this is it. Like, I don't care how many times I wear this outfit. My yoga pants may change, you know, the jacket may change, but this is the style that I have. I don't care how many times I wear the same outfit. I still feel like, yes, I look good. Yes, my go-to outfit. So that's the way I want to feel about everything that I purchase, everything that I buy. I want it to say yes. Yes, yes, no matter how many times I put it on. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.